Hello everyone, welcome to this computer vision tutorial. In this tutorial, we are going to learn how we can use egocentric vision for road object proximity. So in this notebook, we are going to demonstrate a complete end-to-end pipeline to perform real-time distance proximity visual warning on road object like car and person or any vehicle you can think of. So the pipeline is very simple. We are going to train an RT-DETR model for detecting pedestrians, vehicles, and other elements, and then we are going to use a depth estimation models like depth anything model 3 to estimate the depth of that object from the bike our egocentric point of view. And then after some mathematical calculation, we are going to estimate that this object is that further away from the from our point of view, and it is coming nearer or going away from us. So this is the whole pipeline of this video. So let's see what steps you have to follow. In our first step, we have to just clone some repos. So I have to clone two repos. First, this repo YOLO fine-tune utilities. It's my custom repo for some like a function which we need in model fine-tuning. And then there is your depth anything tree repository, which helps us in inference on video using our depth estimation model. So you have to just uncomment it and clone it. After that, there will be a folder of depth in anything tree and YOLO find utilities. So now, after that, you have to import some libraries like Ultralytics. You have to import RT-DETR for model fine tuning. Then Matplotlib, compute OpenCV, Torque, and NumPy, and some other sub libraries like OS, datetime. Then run it now. In our first step, we have to collect some video frames data to train our RT-DETR model on. For that, I'm giving it some videos, like I have some videos example, like these are some video through which I'm extracting some frames on which I'm going to train that RT-DETR model. So you have to just extract random, use this extract random frames function and provide a path to the video folder, which is here media, and then extract the total number of frames you want, like I want 50 images, and the output directory, which is dataset frames. So here you will get frames from that video. Now, in our next step, we have to annotate those frames on the classes which we want to detect in our video. So you can go to Labellerr and create a project with your dataset you have created with classes like vehicle, person, or myself. In myself means the your egocentric point of view. So some of your parts also shown in that video, like hands, or you can also say a bike. So you just have to annotate it also for future references. So you have to just click it here. Just by clicking, you can annotate it. You have to annotate your whole body. So you have to click it whole. And now you will annotate yourself in this frame, as you can see. Now just click tick, and now you have to annotate the vehicle coming in your way. So use the AI mode to annotate it. So now you can see it's annotated now. After that, you can accept it and get to next frame. You have to repeat this process, and when the annotation is completed, you just have to export your annotation by after that you can download your annotation from here. So you have to download it just, and the end result will be like that. Your annotations will look like COCO in COCO JSON format. Here is your annotation of the images which we have collected from our video dataset. Now, in our next step, we have to convert this annotation into YOLO training format, which is a specific format used for training models using Ultralytics library. So for that, I have created a function called COCO to YOLO converter. You have to just give it two part. First, the image directory, which is our dataset frames, and the annotation JSON, which is our annotation.json. Now you have to just uncomment it and run it. It will create a folder called model dataset, which will have the structure used in model training of Ultralytics models. So there is an image folder and there is a labels folder which contains the labels of the images. Now in next step, you have to start your model fine-tuning process. So first we check our VRAM. So I have around 7 GB of VRAM available. Now the fine-tuning process of Ultralytics models are very simple. We have to just use RT-DETR which we have imported, give it the model name. I'm using RT-DETR L model which is large, and then you have to just start model.train, and the data is have a part called data.yml which we have created when we convert it to YOLO format. So here you can find data.yml. It contains the location of a part location of the various folder and the classes which we are going to use. There are total 3 classes: myself, person, and vehicles. Now just run it and it will start model training. I have already done it. It took me 4 hours to train a RT-DETR model. So the end result will look like something that it will create a runs folder inside detect. There will be a train folder, and in that weights folder will contain your fine-tuned model on your custom classes. Now let's start performing inference using it. So I have used this RT-DETR model path, and let's run it on a image. So this is a sample image frames I have used for showing model inference. So as you can see, there is myself and there is a person, and second there is some vehicles on the road on different proximity. Our main goal is to determine the proximity of these vehicles from ourselves. So let's also see the video tracking of this RT-DETR model. Now in our next step, we have to perform depth estimation. So we are going to use the depth estimation model which we have downloaded using Depth-Initry, and then we are going to import this library. Using this, we are going to download or from the created model Depth-Initting DA3 matrix large, which is this model, as you can see. So after that, we are going to perform a sample depth estimation. So let's run on it and see the result. So here is our depth estimation of our frame. So as you can see, our bike is nearer, so it's showing in red, but the person is also in a different color than its environment, which so it is in close proximity from our bike. So you can also see this. The darker we go, bluer we got, the further away it is from us, and the redder it is, the more nearer these objects are to us. So using that logic, we are going to perform uh, egocentric object proximity on road. So let's create the pipeline. So as you can see, I have created a class called ObjectDepthOverlayPipeline. Here in this, we are going to process each frame using our RT-DETR model to detect the classes which we have trained our model on. And in that classes bounding box, we are going to find the depth of that object from our reference image, and then we will decide if that object is in proximity further or nearer to our object based on color. If it is further away, it is in green. If it's nearer to us, it will show red. So the pipeline is very simple. So let's run it. Let's see on a sample image how will it look. Hmm. So as you can see, the if an object is very further away, it is showing in green color. As you can see, it is very small and the color is around bluish. So it is showing that the object is very further away. As it gets nearer toward, it will start showing us some orange. Like here you can see, if you zoom it out, let me zoom it out. If you see here, the object is not neither green nor red, it's orange. It means it is in the middle part, or means it is in a medium distance from us. And if that object is very near to us, like this bike, it will show in red color. So that's the whole process. Now let's run this on a video. using our created function, a created class. Let's run it and see the result. So as you see in our both result, our model and logic were perfectly able to detect the object and determine its proximity from our point of view. So if you want to learn more of these computer vision topics, you can check out our other YouTube videos like how you can train a YOLO model or how you can find the speed of an object using computer vision. See you in our next tutorial.
If you'd like to explore practical resources and hands-on examples, we've created a dedicated GitHub repository. It's filled with cookbooks covering computer vision, AI agents, and more. Link is in description.